Boom. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Wrestling for Life Network. Welcome to another live stream as we bring you NXT tonight. Lots to talk about, lots to get into. Blow up that chat, click the buttons, and join us. It's going to be a fun one, folks. Let's go. Ding, ding, ding. We are live and back at it again, folks. Like I said, we are the Wrestling for Life Network. We are the channel that watches more live wrestling than anybody else out there. Happy to be back at it again. Hopefully everyone out there is happy, healthy, and safe. You're doing good. You're feeling good. Life is treating you well as we dive into the graps tonight. Lots to talk about. Lots going on. Building up here in NXT. The new look NXT, if you will. But get in that chat. Click all the buttons. Don't forget the little reaction buttons. They help the algorithm. Me and that pretty face going to take you through all the action tonight. And if you don't know who we are, I'm Mr. Urban Knight, KJ White, the Iron Man of YouTube. That is Big Nick.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Wrestling for Life Network proudly brings to you its tag stream champions of the world, the Every Night Delight, KJ White. I am Big Nick. Happy May 19th. Happy Cane Day to all those who celebrate May 19th. May 19th.
Let's go.
But also on top of that, as we had a major return last night, now we get all the new faces in the new places. We've got Mason Rook, Cam Hendricks, Tristan Angels, all making their in-ring NXT debuts tonight.
Absolutely, Nick. I think you might have said it. We need cue cards for Tuesdays. Like, it's great to that point. Like,
Letter 2Y Banana. Who's this guy?
Right? We need the Pepe Silva fucking board up here, and you slide that on and make it make sense. But, yeah, I mean, a lot of new faces, a lot of changing of the guard happening. Again, things that have been buzzworthy and noteworthy, for better or for worse, they're still getting something out of all this. But yeah, a lot of new changes, but we'll see now who from this crop can kind of deliver, who are the next ones to set themselves up to move on.
Can Tuesday Night Heat, can Mason Rook shut up all the haters that have been all there, gangbanging on this man's physique?
I mean, it's early on a Tuesday, but here we go. Listen, I mean, this is craziness. This man has taken so much heat, and the double standard that exists in this world, my God, people, you're killing me, Smalls. Again, if he was female, couldn't say anything like what we're saying now. You got to be cautious. You got to be polite. You got to be politically correct. The man is talented. The man can do what he can do. He doesn't give a shit. He knows he's a big guy. If you're a big guy, nobody, usually that's the first insult someone flings at you. Oh yeah, you're fat. No shit. Fucking, you think I
live here. I live here. I know.
Right? Like, what are we doing? So, I mean, listen, I like Rook. I like the fact that they brought him in. Like, oh my God, is that a fan? He seems athletic. The clips I've seen. The only thing I think they might have made a mistake on is cutting the mullet. I think they TKO'd his head.
Point at head, look smart. I thought I was literally about to say, if this man doesn't say mullet, I'm going to say mullet.
Mullet.
But yeah. He's a pale Caucasian Keith Lee out there. Yes. I expect him to sit there and do pounces and do moves that you have no business doing. We saw this man hitting moonsaults multiple times. Mm-hmm. He's athletic for a big man. Wrestling has been built on big men. We went through this last night.
We've talked about this a lot, and a lot of people out there, to me, the people who are like, this is embarrassing to wrestling. There's two things that I need those people to understand. One, go watch old wrestling. It's built on big guys with big barrels. It wasn't until Vince McMahon and Juice era, where, just like baseball, you had fucking Ultimate Warrior and Hogan and Orndorff and Rick Rude all smashing grand slams all season long. But I mean, at the end of the day, Nick, one, go watch some wrestling, understand what you're watching. And then on the other side of that is you can't really, I mean, if that is the standard for wrestling, then what about all these 110-pound champions or these 5'2", 130-pound heavyweights that beat up all these big guys? Like, Well,
which is more believable, the 110-pound Darby Allin crash test dummy or the 310-pound Mason Rook out there hitting moonsaults?
Yeah, and anyone out there that tries to tell me that guys like Kevin Owens don't belong in wrestling, kiss my ass. You are absolutely clueless.
And that's coming from Kevin Owens. You can source Kevin Owens on that statement.
Right. My Irish twin out there. I got his back. But at the end of the day, I mean, you guys, I think people just need to understand, like, there's the world needs variation. And the world needs things to be different. It is those subtle nuances in the world that make things so great. And if you can come in and do the job, I don't care what you look like. You know, we've cheered a guy like Rey Mysterio for years, making the little guy believable as the underdog champion. But again, I think people who show their inexperience or their age or lack of age when they say things like, oh, I can't believe they're doing in this wrestling. They've been doing it for a long time. A lot of the guys I cheered for were big, burly dudes.
As a big, burly dude. But yeah, no, let me at least hear the message before I shoot the messenger.
Yeah, right.
Let me at least see the kid in the ring before I start sitting there of, oh, maybe this ain't working.
Yeah, I think the mullet gave him a little more
because the initial backlash was of, hey, no one knows who this kid is. Oh, you don't know about Will Cruz? You hear me? Let me put you on game. And then the second people started to look into it, now everyone's, oh, he's just a big blob. Like, no, you just watch this man having fantastic matches.
If he had debuted on a Wednesday and people said the same thing, hey, who is this guy? They would have said, Google it, loser. And two, they would have told you this is an indie king. This guy's going to dominate. This is Eddie Kingston, but high flying. Like, that's what they would have said. And they would have defended it. So again, the hypocrisy in the wrestling world is mind numbing at this point. Folks, make sure you're taking breaks and taking deep breaths. Don't get sucked down into the whirlpool. Join the WFU. Have some fun with the wrestling. People are out here acting like it's life or death. Relax. Enjoy something.
Right, as we can say hi to people here in a quick second, but I saw a couple that I want to address because they've addressed me specifically. I know Nick ain't talking about folks being pre-mad. Well, it all comes in your variances, your certain flavors, different strokes for different folks.
You know, one's pre-mad, one's predicting the future.
Exactly. Well, Nick, you didn't even know who he was. That's my point, though. Exactly. Once I found out who he was, game recognized game. I'm sorry, I wasn't familiar with your game. I'll hit you with the Shaq line out there.
Yeah, and I think we all had to kind of figure it out. I mean, I really popped for how they did his debut, like this guy out of nowhere. And I want more shit in wrestling. And I saw a lot of salty people who said a lot of things today, but what they were really saying was, I'm really mad we didn't know that this Brock thing was coming, and I said goodbye to him, and I did this, and I already did a whole 15-minute video on goodbye Brock and why we don't need him anymore. Now he's back. What am I going to do? Oh my God.
I want this company to be unpredictable. Company becomes unpredictable. Why is this company so unpredictable? It doesn't make any sense.
You know, and we got some friends out there, Nick. We saw it today, like just silly shit. And I'm not interested in Brock. I'm not interested in Brock Oba. Nobody really that building exploded last night. Did you hear that building last night? Get the fuck out of here.
Everything on social media, every video I've seen any other content creator making is talking about that moment.
Like
bullshit. Bullshit.
Right? There was a couple salty spittoons out there that, just the reaction, but they
even no matter how you feel on it, if you think that it's bad for Oba, if you think that it's, what are we doing with Brock? You want Brock to win, you want Oba to win, you want this, you want that, you're paying attention to it one way or another.
Yeah, but then you say, oh, that bad shit about I'm not interested, Raw sucked, Raw gave us nothing exciting. And then the next thing is, go Darby. What the fuck? How does all of that come out of the same person's head?
Well, we politely ask those people to leave. It's one of those. We can get into the whole Darby thing. We still got to say hi to the people.
Yeah, we got to shorten. We got that 15-minute window on a Tuesday, so I'll let you say.
We need to start expanding this maybe to a half hour.
Right? How come? Yeah, when I sit back and it's your turn to click the button, I get all yappy.
Well, sometimes it be that way. It's now you see how I am every other day.
Right. All right.
But top three from last night of Roderick, Victor, Damien. Interesting, unique top three out there. But again,
shout out
folks,
Mr.
the
Strong.
more you chat, I swear we don't yap quite as much at times we do. But the more you chat, the more points you get, the more you get on the leaderboard.
Fact.
What? Now I got to sit there and scroll through this pantheon of
comments. Start at the top. We go.
Yeah, it's Zach saying National Devil's Food Cake Day.
Is that MJF's favorite dish?
About speaking of the Devils, real quick.
No, we can't get into it.
Ariel, we can talk about that in a minute.
Oh my God, we can't touch that yet. We'll get through a bunch of the chat. Somebody remind us. We got to talk about MJF because I know you're an MJF guy, but I got a bone to pick with this man.
I've seen clips, so I can't fully speak to everything. But yeah, that's a linchpin fully because I saw that clips dropping like as I was getting ready. Clay, what up? Kevin, what up? Can I see you? Eric, hey, Wrestling for Life buddies. Another exciting night in NXT, and happy birthdays to Grace Jones, Malcolm X, and Andre the Giant, and always next year to your Bills and Sabres. Yeah, you made everybody hate Buffalo last night because the Sabres lost. And it's not as bad. The Vision's better than the Bills. Oh, this shit.
That wasn't my fault.
Yes, it goddamn was.
Yeah, shout out to the Habs. I mean, Montreal, I don't want to be, anti, my country, but the Hurricanes are real strong. So good luck to the Canadians. They are the only hope of this country right now. So Buffalo, they'll be back. They got a good team. I like Buffalo, man.
It's on one hand, it's you weren't supposed to be there, but now the fact that you were there and it ended, you're like, fuck.
Yeah. But the optimism should be felt. I know sometimes, and I don't mean this, no shade, no bullshit, but like sometimes with the Bills, it feels like a kick in the balls when they go out and it's, this was our, we could have had it this year and we don't know about next year. The the Sabres should feel pretty good, knowing that this team's young and it's hungry, it's chippy. It's everything I wish the Leafs were. They really are impressive. They had a good year.
Touche, Tabernacle.
All right.
Sean Reed, what's up? My favorite wrestling day of the week, NXT Tuesday. Yeah, again, allegedly the most consistent show.
It's Yum Yum Central.
Ronan, what up? Ronan again. Joseph, TJ, Trey, Roman, Silver Bloom, I think might be a new name, but what up? Zach, I see you again. MDB, Guardian. Geekbox, everybody's second favorite box. Great Kane is going to chokeslam half the chat for saying the date.
Let's go. They should. They really should.
I've never actually fully watched that movie. I've just seen other people review that movie.
I mean, it is what it is. I mean, not a cinematic masterpiece, but definitely.
Well, that depends in the rank and file. Maybe this has anyone done, and if someone copies this, you heard it here first, of just ranking the WWE films, like the Chaperone versus the Marine, versus
2, the
Marine Evo. Yeah.
Santa's Little Helper.
Where do all the WWE films rank amongst themselves, like in that universe? What is an S tier movie in the WWE cinematic universe?
That is very interesting.
Well, we'll clip that for the voices above to see if they'll help us remember that.
Mm-hmm.
But Joseph, I see you. Z-Man's car, the trusty pen.
You made the list.
You just made the list. Boston with a grilled chicken. What? Paul, as I have a then.
Oh shit! I have a. Yeah. I have then.
Yeah.
I'm right behind you.
Now, pause.
Now.
Oh, Jesus.
Dave.
You don't want it forever.
Bum, 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 forever.
There we go, folks. KJ and I are syncing up. You can sync up with us at home as well. And I swear we try and get through all those chat. Just Tuesday night yaps. Together.
Yes.
There we go.
Now, remember, NXT is hot and heavy out the gate, so we'll see what's up here tonight. Midwell, Jacob Friedman.
Wesley, what up? Adrian, I see you. You got to read this one, even though I know you're writing.
Daniel Berry, Sports Highlights. How you doing?
I don't understand the problem with Mason.
There is no problem.
A lot of people don't want to like people with big bodies because they don't like that they have big bodies.
Yeah, but okay, if you can do a moonsault better than he can, will petition to have him fired. Now prove it. Like, you know what I mean? Get off your couch and do a moonsault, fucker.
Acquisition, Sponge Brock Lesnar. I didn't even notice until today when I woke up that the man ripped his pants.
Yeah, we were so caught up in the moment. The man's should go a size up for his in-ring spots.
Brock, buy some new jeans. Stop wearing them old farm worn Saskatchewan jeans. I know I got a pair of jeans that I wear more frequently to work, but them bitches start ripping.
Right, the beast unleashed, Nick.
What Sable sees as Brock enters the bedroom.
That's got to be terrifying. Just
does he do the entrance in the doorway?
Like fucking taco. All right, we got Miles Bourne kicking this one off.
Yeah, well, looks like we're kicking off with the champions versus challengers match.
Yes.
So we're gonna get Mason Rook right out of the gate. Checkmate.
Right out the gate. But yeah, you know what? People are just fucking sour, dude.
Well, we talked about it last night. There is no middle ground with wrestling fans anymore. It's either great or trash. There is no in between. There is no. We're the last beacon of an actual discussion and, like, I don't want to say a safe space, but one of those entertains that there is a middle ground between it's either awful or amazing.
Yeah, or I mean, again, we've said this a million times, guys. Like, we welcome the debate. We want to argue about it. We go out there and we're looking. We're not hoping that people turn around and tell us to go shag our siblings, because that doesn't make any sense. But we're looking for engagement. We want people to talk to us, and we're excited about wrestling, so we want to talk about wrestling. So more and more, we're finding a growing family that also do the same. And even on nights where we give each other shit and disagree, c'est la vie.
Well, that's the thing, is willing to have the debates of the screaming match we had between you and I over the Vision last night, pal, of 100%. You can have a conversation like that and still, like, good game. All right, see you tomorrow. All right, good game. Yeah, it's wrestling can be, you can get caught up in the product, but shouldn't be that goddamn serious. It's still a TV show.
Yeah, like, we get good and heated and frustrated in our moments, but within the confines. There's that happy middle ground that you mentioned of, like, the balance. Even some of the reactors that are just so over the top and, like, screaming at the top of their lungs and overdoing it, like, act like you normally would.
Right.
Cam.
Ooh, yeah. So this is I know you've been a bit of a Cam Hendricks guy. This is the first I've kind of seen of the young lad.
Yeah, Cam's got an attitude. He's got an upside. I think he gets some comparable to, like, Rock. This is fun.
He gets instantly demolished by Rook's entrance. Which I don't know if it stayed the same, but initially people were calling out that he had the same entrance music as Mason Ryan, and that's the most recent time I've ever heard Mason Ryan mentioned in probably a decade.
I look him up on Wikipedia.
Who's that guy?
But it looks good. I mean, I would have kept the mullet because it made him a little punk, right? A little punk rock. But
it was unique. It's very Jensen there. Jensen had the mullet. Nost Malone.
Yeah, you just don't want to wander too far to Rosie O'Donnell. You know what I mean?
A softball pitcher. Yeah.
Leave her alone. Let's go, Peaches.
Spaz with a $5 super chat. Hey, boys, all love missed last night's stream. I'm sure we were all very normal about the Beast Incarnate's triumphant return, right? Well, we sat there and thought it was a great moment I didn't fully comprehend of the whole, like, oh, wait, he retired before and all of that. I just thought, holy shit, we're going to get Brock and Oba again.
I think for me, because I had legitimately said out loud to anybody that had a pair of ears of, like, this is not a work. This is legit. He is gone. Brock does Brock things. Now everyone talking about how much money it took to get him back. He's still in a contract. He didn't really retire. Like, did you not get that?
He never left.
Like,
he just showed up for his next shift. You thought the could quit, and he just showed up for his next shift.
Well, no wonder they had to let people go. They had to make room for Brock's new paycheck. Wait, what?
Oh my God, like that math is just ridiculous with that, but I digress.
What are we doing? Clip it.
Well, it's even then and I know I don't want to talk too much about Brock over Rook here, but still, I think it was just one of those. I'm glad, and I said this to another content creator today, I'm glad that as a wrestling fan, I got worked, that I got surprised.
Yes, that's what we want, right? Like, that's what we want. And I find the fans are just fickle. And the internet fans, again, if you want to, you got to take it with a grain of salt. That it is a reflection of a small pocket of the wrestling fandom. We see a lot of people here, Nick. We take ratings on every single show. You know, when things are kind of going bad, there's a pretty strong collection of people that will kind of let you, you'll get that vibe. The pattern will show itself. And I mean, the people that are trying to make it contrary to, what everyone else kind of sees, again, they stand out now. More and more, they're starting to stand out because they're getting caught with their hand in the cookie jar because things are moving.
Obvious things be obvious. As
right,
I got Tavion watching backstage. We haven't given a full prediction.
Big pop for Rook. I'm gonna go new guys. I mean, I gotta go with Rook for sure. My chubby buddy.
So, but does this mean we're gonna get Rook, Tony, and we're gonna get Cam Horn?
Miles? Yeah, I'm okay with that. But we still have Tavion in the mix and a couple others.
And we still have Evil in the mix.
Evil. But it's I like it.
Big ass chop. See, again, everybody gangbanging on Rook, but forgets how Gunther used to be a fucking fat lad, and then everybody got mad that he got skinny. So what are we?
And now nobody. The same people are like, he was more imposing with the belly. Like, shut up.
What are we talking about?
Shut up. Sick of your shit.
Right. 1, 2. Why is one big lad okay and the other big lad ain't?
Again, it's just I don't know how to take anyone serious. And then when you ask them, like, can you explain why you feel this way? They're like, fuck no. And you're like, okay.
Right.
Well, it's just right because I said it's right.
Anonymous KJ Nick, I don't understand the idea of dedicating hate watching so much wrestling. No. But that's because this is where it feels it's very performative. I feel like a lot of people that watch wrestling wanted to be wrestlers and want to do that whole I put on a front, I put on a facade, I'm working a gimmick, bro. So they want to come off a certain way with how they present, how they feel about certain things versus how they actually feel. Because a lot of people that say they don't watch shit got it clocked like a fucking stopwatch.
Oh, for sure. You know an awful lot about what's going on for a guy that doesn't give a shit. You know an
awful lot about the team you hate.
Right? I know very little about the things I don't give a shit about.
100%. I don't follow golf. Ask me a golf question. I ain't got shit.
Right? Like, I didn't take extra time to do some research or
hours. Hey, what?
Just, man, I fucking
that's how the biggest commodity you have in this life is time, and that's how you choose to spend it.
Right? That's what
we got different priorities.
Right? That's what you're going to do with your day?
We got to talk about your priorities.
But right now, Rook in control of Miles, getting the tag to Cam. And Cam opening up on Miles.
So is Cam just Anthony Ogogo?
I get the comparable. I think he is a more high-octane Anthony Ogogo. Like,
if so far, he's just on Ogogo's moveset of just let me throw pretend boxing punches.
Right? Definitely look vibe. I get it at times. I mean, the punching not as not as much of a priority for him, but that's jokes, man.
Boxing punches have never looked well in pro wrestling.
Not often.
Because it just doesn't translate. It doesn't make sense because I've seen boxing and I've seen pro wrestling and I know what a boxing punch does in boxing and it doesn't translate to pro wrestling the same way.
The boxing punch almost has to land. Like you have to put it in a spot where you can.
It has to be a finish. It has to be like a punch out like the like Barrett.
That's a good point, right? We've seen Paul use it.
Right. Yeah, the WMD. Oh, wait, no, I can't say that.
Right.
Damn, I watch a lot of things I hate so I can be an informed hater.
Yeah, right.
This man's going to the haters ball.
Nah, I mean, it's a tough show.
I'd rather spend my time enjoying it. Trust me, what I watch to enjoy it pisses me off enough at times. Why would I actively seek being mad?
Yeah, I don't have to watch this extra stuff that also upsets me.
I already get mad. mad.
I was disappointed by the shit I wanted to watch. I got a bunch of Kit Wilson in the Wilsons in the IWC. Yeah, I mean, I think he's playing on that very well. Kit Wilson has entered the chat. Toxic. Paul with a big one.
I hear what you guys are saying about negativity grifters, but the positivity grifters are the expletive most annoying. Everything is good, nothing bad. There's a lot of bad happening though. That's your happy medium, and that's where we try to be the peanut butter and the jelly kind of vibe out there. We're the fluff and other paws out there of the pro wrestling world, of right in the creamy middle.
Yes, that's where we come in. And but yeah, I mean, again, there's things that Nick loves that I don't like. There's things that Nick will die on a hill for that I think is perfectly fine. There's this mix of that volume, and we don't want to always be like this good. I know, Paul, sometimes you think it can be a little too positive, but I mean, at the end of the day, there's, you've all seen us have, meltdowns on the screen about something that we thought was completely putrid, but it's not all hate and it's not all love. It's natural. I like this. I didn't like that. That's how it should be.
I've been called corporate and a sicko in the same stream by the same chat.
Same stream.
At the same damn time.
Right. But yeah, I mean, some of the streamers out there that just are always peachy key and this is so great and that's so great. And I don't give a fuck what company they're supporting. It's unrealistic. And like, the running around your bedroom is kind of giving me a headache, but whatever.
Everything is awesome.
Right.
Danhausen and Enzohausen. What?
Oh, interesting.
What Nick meant to say was cup of haters.
I like it.
Spaz with a $10 super chat as my voice cracks. I need a teeny tiny favor from the congregation. Pay-per-view day hangouts this weekend for Saturday's main event and Double or Nothing, but I won't be on Saturday, so any usual suspects that drop by, keep one eye on the chat and kick the rapscallions. That's a fucking term you never hear, rapscallion.
Right, we're taking it back. Let's go.
Whoa, no.
I'm with you, Spaz. Thank you. 10 bones in the bucket.
Yeah, no, well, and coming out of last night, have they made Clash in Italy almost bigger than Backlash even?
Yeah, I mean, on paper right now, I think I'm pumped about what they're advertising. And Saturday main event, it was funny because you were like, does Saturday main event feel a little less? I'm like, yeah, it feels like, now it almost feels like a pre-show, but like good matches on Saturday main event, but like B matches. And
that is
like
the tune-up before next weekend. Yeah,
that's what it feels like. But Clash, I feel like they're going all out. We're going to Italy, and we're having at it.
You had to pay the family out there,
right? Like, I mean, I'm impressed.
Ooh.
Some things we didn't expect to get at all, bro.
1, 2. Again, the Rook has looked good out here with the gigantic sit out power bomb.
He can go, bro.
Is that a thing of I don't expect you to be athletic? Why are you athletic?
No, I think that's a good thing. Like, I mean,
it is, but I'm saying that's why the pushback.
Well, maybe a little bit, but I mean, I think you kind of just accept somebody for what they do. Like, all right, he doesn't look like he can do it, but he does do it. So then shut the fuck up.
Right.
See, that's the cool part, right?
Tony Spear Rook.
Like, they talk about guys like Bert Kreischer, right? Like guys like, the guy doesn't look like anything, but apparently he's a fucking secret athlete.
What frizz level is Tony D'Angelo's hair at? Because this is at like a premium 80s mom frizz level.
The humidity is high in FLA.
Yeah.
Spear. It's like a torpedo.
1, 2.
Oh, big man!
Oh, he tried to move, but he kind of caught both.
Oh, Rook
Bronson
dragged
Reed
Cam.
makes sense, but Rook doesn't. What? Oh, big knee.
Nice drop kick. Cam super athletic, explosive. What a power bomb by Tony, though.
Good match. Good match.
Rook and
Wesley,
Tony.
I'm hoping that ends on Big Cass. Oh, could that be a thing?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I said it. I mean, if I had a chance for either company, whether it's WWE, I'm shocked AEW hasn't done it just for the pop. Oh, shit.
You're soft, sloppy.
What?
No, I was just doing Enzo.
Yeah.
Pause.
Miles up and over. Cam pushes Will in the way. Like, I could see.
Sorry?
I could see Rook and Tony having like a really good, like, no rules, street fight, that kind of vibe match, like a cage match, something. Oh, shit.
Oh.
Tavion hits Cam.
Oh,
he's going to catch him.
What are you trying to do, bro?
Let's go. Tuesday night. Cannonball. Into the middle turnbuckle. Let's go. I love that.
Yo.
Cam gets the blind tag. Ref called it, even though there's no way he saw it.
Yeah, but even that. Oh, that's not bad of like a Death Valley jackhammer.
Yeah.
As Cam just takes the pin. That was weird. But even Tavion in this was kind of weird of like, he hits, and should have caused a disqualification, which they didn't do, and then starts apologizing to Miles, even though nothing really happened.
Yeah, well, because Miles got lightly bumped, so he was apologizing, like, oh, I'm sorry, Miles. But yeah, I mean, the heels get the win. A bit of a flat finish overall, but they're still, even amongst Rook and Cam steals the pin off Rook's finish.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. Oh, so his calf got touched, so he might have, for a minute. Oh, I'm so sorry. Like, it's a good spotlight. I did it. I wish Rook would have just gotten the pin himself. I don't like. Is this Cam going to be is Rook going to get annoyed with Cam with this?
Yeah, look, Rook shaking his head.
Yeah.
I want Rook just to be crazy. I want Rook to fuck everyone up.
Yeah, no, he's about to. 100%. He's going to be your Jacob Fatu.
Oh, they clipped away. We go to the dark state. Oh, tag titles on the line. This is not going to go well. Nair, 100%.
Dion and Sugar, though, is the team tonight. So these have been the two that have disagreed the most. Can they coexist?
Right.
The tried and true story.
Yeah, we're in a make it or break it moment here for the Dark State. So Nick may be able to get to rejoice, and we'll see what these guys can do on their own paths.
This is not going to help me with the whole I hate factions thing. I can say that.
I mean, I'm excited to see what Sugar can do. He really stood out in this group for me.
Right. He's big, he's bomb, he'll holler at your mom.
He wrote a song about me. That's so nice.
Right. Oh, Marvel Queen, what up? Sean Reed, 1-0, 1-0, 1-0. So yeah, I guess I don't even know who's 1-0 between us with that.
I picked the bad guys. Nice. We were looking back to last week. So Kalani is next.
Fair enough. So
she's just here.
She go at Izzy or something? No, Izzy's going at fuck, who's your woman's?
Is Izzy going after Lola?
Yes, that's what it is. Thank you.
Yeah.
So who? And it's not Jade anymore. I'm trying to remember who's going after Kalani next. Would it be Callie?
Well, it could be. I mean, we saw Kalani. I think Kalani's going to get a title shot at some point as well, right? Or like for one of the belts. I can't remember.
This is at times when it gets a little chaotic. There's so many players going.
Right. I think Cam is going to be to be the guy that they're looking for in Dion Lennox. It's a good way to put it, Paul. I like that. I completely kind of agree to an extent.
I don't know. I actually like Dion probably more than I like Cam. I know that's kind of my first little sample size of Cam, but
sure.
I actually have I've been there. I've kind of came around on the dark state. I do respect Dion. I do think that he could be something when and if this faction breaks up.
Yeah.
Even if it's a North American shit, like he could be at least a mid card guy, maybe goes towards a world title at some point on NXT.
Cam, I think, will definitely be in the one day. And then as far as Dion is in the mix. He's a young athletic guy. I think Cam might have more a little more presence long term, but Dion's got a lot of upside. I mean, these are guys that are going to do good.
Right. Spaz with $2. Brock needs better jeans. Where's Sydney Sweeney?
Right. That might make his jeans tighter, no?
Just a wee bit. Well, between that and him slipping on the stage, he's kind of bumbly, Brock Lesnar. Right. Well, and is it Brock Lesnar or is it Brock Lesnar, according to Paul Heyman?
Brock Lesnar.
316, what up? Trey, what up? Nick needs a Dark State shirt.
2 months ago, that would have been way more of like, no way. But yeah,
he'll turn.
So we are on a commercial break. Do you want to quickly try and shove in some of this? The thought that, MJF threw out there, which, I mean, sadly, it is the take of so many. But MJF goes, he's on an interview. Some things are noteworthy. One of the things that stood out to me, Nick, is if you don't think we put on the best weekly show, you're clearly not watching. Well, what if we are?
See, I didn't even fully hear that take because that's again feels a bit of the company line of here. I'm not going to tell you unless you're Will Ospreay cutting a promo. I know Dynamite's been shit, bruv. But
right.
I think it's one of those. That's more of the company line. I haven't heard too much of that. What I saw was him going at Malachi Aleister Black. That 100% of anybody that coach in the bro or coach in JD and their 2 count after that's copied after the dirt sheets. Let's say it. The dirt sheet debate, they just copy the goddamn format, which we copied PTI, but you can have that.
Right.
That anybody saying that Aleister and Zelina are going back to AEW is a fucking liar at this point because MJF just shot that shit to dead.
Right. Also, had some strong words about Punk. Yeah, I mean, he hasn't. That's the guy he needs to be on TV, and he needs to be fucking around with other adults that have.
He's the only adult.
Becomes the dilemma. The reason I didn't like the one comment is that is kind of the sickos. I know you said it's the company line, but it's also kind of how the fan base of like, oh, you thought Dynamite was shit. Oh, you didn't watch it. And now I'm in a pickle of, all right, but we did watch it. So what? MJF's completely wrong. It has not been a good weekly show in 2026. It's struggled. His storyline has struggled. Yeah, good job for saying it. As far as Aleister goes, I mean, kind of doesn't surprise me to an extent. I could see, where there was sandpaper there.
Well, the do you watch it thing, I think that's much more, you catch more fish in that net than just us. Like we might even be a bit of a minority in that of we actually watch everything. So we have an actual opinion on everything. That trick doesn't work here. That might work in other places. But
just lazy.
I thought it was surprising that he actually mentioned a name. And specifically somebody that's an active free agent that had been rumored of trying to come back to AEW.
Sorry, I got distracted by KJ. Go figure.
KJ on KJ action. But yeah, that
walking out with an attitude.
Well, she's been just female Carmelo Hayes. She's just doing I'm her instead of I'm him.
A much bigger chip on her shoulder, more confident each week. So yeah. What's up, Anthony?
But like I said, I was just interested that MJF actually mentioned the name of a guy that's actively a free agent out there.
Mm-hmm.
With MJF talking about Malachi Black and about how.
Oh, circling back to Malachi. Yeah, I mean, no,
that's what we were talking about. You got distracted.
Yes, wandered off. But Kalani's got a mic. I don't. I mean, what I'm sure Alistair could say a lot of similar things about MJF. You know,
but I don't. Well, I don't know allegedly how much they've actually probably crossed paths. But again, also remember, Alistair was the guy in that video that they aired that was actually on Punk's side. He was never going to be an AW guy because he was a Punk guy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Still waters run deep.
That's interesting. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like,
Soul Ruka, I'm better than Soul. Liverpool.
So Kalani's mad that she's still here.
I mean, grow, bitch.
Right.
I can hear somebody. I think it's yours, TV.
Maybe she's yelling.
Kalani Jordan, the worst talker I've ever heard in my life.
She's doing all right now. Come on now.
She's never done it for me, so I'm not going to have a completely.
She doesn't have a strong personality. Yeah,
she's been very mid.
Yeah, like athletically phenomenal, but yeah, not a strong presence.
Yeah, but her matches are still kind of mid to me.
I mean, she had some real nice ones. Like that match with Sol Ruka was excellent. But that being said, I mean, this right now, what she's doing is not bad. I like this.
Potential. This is her fully leading. This is her explanation as to why I'm a heel.
Yeah, this is kind of a coming
the villain backstory.
Yeah.
Miracle Max NXT.
Miracle Max, let's go. And I saw Liverpool in the house. Let's go. Welcome.
NXT very much seems like the face with new places.
Oh,
hey,
is he does it?
Are you gonna just these two for a triple threat with Lola?
Maybe. Why not? Izzy's been good. Izzy's been really good this year.
Yeah, but she looked like she forgot to take the top, the bottom off of an animatronic parade costume. With what she's got on for her attire right now.
Oh, more.
And I would be. Ooh.
Oh yay!
If you weren't distracted before, now you are. So, like I said, we're gonna set up a triple threat.
They call her Lola. Let's go.
I've honestly become the biggest fan out of Izzy out of these three. Like as far as where my fandom lies, it'd be Izzy, Lola, Kalani.
Lola, Izzy, Kalani. Yeah, I'm sorry. You're not beating on my girl Lola.
Well, that's fine. I just can't get over the fake cry. What? That'd be me.
One time. Worked for Tanya Harding.
Why?
That's an old show, folks. Nick got that one. That was nice.
Oh, I've watched how many documentaries?
Yeah, no shit. I should have known better.
That's our straight in our age gap, my guy.
Right. 5 nights at Izzy's.
Yeah, that's a kind of. Oh, who's coming out now? Kendall. She's the sleeper. She's going to be the one that ends up
with the belt,
really kind of stealing this class because this feels like this might be. I know we've got a Jada, we've got a Callie, we've got this, but this might be your kind of next top class in the NXT women's division. And I think Kendall might be the sleeper cell here.
Kendall brings Kendall brings a lot of in-ring ability. Like, she is very talented, so it kind of separates her. Kalani can go, but oh, wait a minute, Crutch,
Run!
St. Clair's back. Okay,
you said I wasn't, and she's going right after Kalani. But again, well, I think with Kendall, she's the adverse of what a lot of they do. She's not the tall, blonde, Caucasian female. She's not, the yum female, everything like that. She is pretty much the opposite of what they mainly have on their roster.
Oh, Sean Legacy. I keep forgetting Van Ducks.
I was gonna say, if you told me one of these guys is named Sean Legacy, I don't know if I could tell you which one's which. This guy has the stereotypical, wings on the chest.
Where did you put your shirt? Why don't you have it?
Yeah, what? No-am and slow-am.
Oh, wow.
Slow-am die out there. Yeah, I said it. You didn't have that. But I'm surprised that we even got No-am back out here. Everybody thought he was all released, all but done and dusted.
He was. I think they brought him back, but I'm shocked.
I never remember when he was actually let go.
Yeah, and his little brother that has come along with him.
Big little bro.
No-am and slow-am.
Yeah, it's like Slowpoke, the fucking Pokemon out there. Get to the chopper. Yeah, you need to do it.
We'll be right back. So we had to do another commercial break, folks. Lots going on here at the channel. Make sure you hit like, share, subscribe. I feel bad. We clicked on Spaz twice and never read them once. So I want to see Rook versus Reed. The Cena Classic is going to Rook. I don't know about that. Truth or Danhausen. Hashtag stamp that. Flip it and reverse it. Nick needs a Burberry Dark State mask. What?
Yeah.
$5 well spent. Thank you, sir.
There you go. Well, I could see John Cena's tournament getting, Rook checkmate out there, because I thought maybe it would have been Oba, but we got a whole other thing with Oba, which we still haven't even fully dissected.
Right.
But
I just want to say, like, if there's any hope, and there might not be, but if there's any hope in this tournament doing anything, you got to give us some wild matches and some really like crazy booking, and then wild matches. Like, just let them have at it. We need to see some good shit, because this is fighting. This is upstream already.
So when Matt Cardona wins it, is it bad?
No. Yes.
Well, he's the only one that I think could actually win it with losing it.
Yeah, true. I mean, it is possible, right? Like, I mean, the way they went quiet on it, part of me is like, are they still going to do it? Like, did they change their mind?
Well, it's just, I don't know how I got an announcement and have more questions than I did before the announcement.
Right. Yeah, it didn't help. It no clarification. It was really funny how they approached it.
Miracle Max. Speaking of approaching things, KJ White, congratulations to Canada on getting a WNBA team making their debut tonight against the Phoenix Mercury. Hell crazy. Yeah, Canada.
That's it. We're on the map too, folks. We are. And we can't win at hockey, so maybe we'll win some, basketball.
Well, you still got a fighting chance. But Boston becoming a member out here for 31 months, my guy. Just going crazy out there. 31 months. Look at my months.
That's,
See my vest.
Real gorilla. Chest. I almost said the other word.
Well, no, I laughed because I found it and I ended up posting on Instagram of how everyone's been MDBs. Oh, Iceman. Somebody did Kendrick and sat there and put it to WWE moments and everything. I'm like, yes.
So ridiculous. I will return.
There you go. KJ's going to go, Iceman. There is. We are in a commercial break and he is unopposed for the ghost. Acknowledge my months. They've been acknowledged, sir. Holy crap, Canada 7, USA 13. In what now? Explain. That I need more context a little bit. But MTV Toronto Tempo got the NXT formula for real. Now, Christ, of course, when KJ leaves is when you mention the Toronto Tempo. Can someone explain to me what that is beyond just sounds like a musical act? Mika's real name is Peg. What the fuck? Context is king with half of these. The Mercury jerseys are attributed to Star Wars in a special giveaway tonight. WNBA jerseys are fire. Well, fair enough. Honest question, is the WNBA the AW to the NBA? You got some stars, you got some potential, you got your Caitlin Clarks and everything. You actually might be in a better position theoretically to, use your advantages. But yeah, because I know a lot of people are like, you should watch the WNBA, but then do they actually watch the WNBA? Not trying to on it. I'm genuinely curious because I haven't thrown that in my repertoire. As we're getting a replay of Busted Open, getting all the rub of. So they got all the Evolve girls out there. Wendy Chu out there. Jada having to address her comments.
It's Joe.
I thought there was a fucking siren, like I needed to duck down, like there was a tornado happening out there with Wendy Chu. But when did Thea Hale become an Evolved gal? But this is interesting. And all of a sudden, everybody's against you. It's true. It's a real two. Nick, what's your take on the IWC crashing out at Tiffany saying she watches AW? I didn't catch that. I don't. So what? What Dwayne said, he said it too. I think it's easier for them to say they do watch it than to say they don't watch it. I don't. You can have that one. Layla Diggs. Is that her name? Layla Diggs? Yes, please. Oh, so we are getting Romero Monero. Mascara Dorada, Romero Renero. You want some marinara? Slow Amdar taking on. Who's he taking on? I didn't even know Theo was still around. Well, she's the last surviving member of the JSU. So Tristan Angels, the fucking sheep shearer. So Sheepman versus Slow Amdar. This man's coming out with his sheep shearing ribbons. Oh no, they're just putting over England. Bonkers, how does that make you feel? How does all the UK fan base feel about Tristan Angels out here? But this has been the night of debuts, of in-rings, we saw Mason Rook, we saw Kim Hendricks, now we're seeing Tristan Angels. I think this is also even the debut of Romero there, Slow M. He's got the. Anyone remember? I can't remember who the actual NFL player was, but he did the office linebacker commercial and will be running through like an actual office situation, tackling people. Again, if you remember what I'm talking about, go and get back checked out. But it's been a hot minute since I've seen someone out here with the nasal tape, especially in a wrestling match. I like the cut of Tristan Angel's jib. He looks like he looks like a different colorway of Christ. Now I'm going to have to try and remember and pull it out of the smaller one out of is it Zach Gibson of Girls of Young Vets? No, Zach Gibson's the bald one. But you know what I'm talking about. Or like a Nathan Frazier. He's a bald can alt version almost kind of looks like, anyone remember old school Steve Corino, like ECW? That's a bit of, at least appearance wise, what Tristan Angels gives off. Oh, Dios mío. Solution, what up? John C. Nick, are you watching LFG? No, I'm not watching LFG. I'm watching NXT, which has just become from LFG and from Evolve. It's the feeder system into the feeder system into the feeder system. And I at least like that NXT's knows and acknowledges that it's got this constant feeder system. Like it's watching any, I don't want to say minor league. Oh, what in the hell? Shiloh Hill is coming out here. Just, if amphetamines was a person right now, it would look like Shiloh Hill. This man's got a flaming top hat, has a random sign, has white gloves for some reason, because he's fancy like that. Oh, Tristan dumped out on the outside. Oh, jumping crossbody. Hill, he is Mr. NXT. I think he's becoming Mr. Mascot a little bit. He's kind of, is he a little sign guy Shiloh? Spaz with another $10. Nick KJ, how many people have to get killed by where you're from is your gimmick? Oh, I get you. Think like Finn Balor, cool guy, spooky demon gimmick, great presentation, big star versus Sheamus, Irish guy. I kind of halfway what you're getting, but I don't. But as I go into commercial, some do and some don't. And I think very much, think about it. Some people get burdened with it, like a Becky, if she was out there fucking soft stepping and soft shoeing, doing an Irish jig before she became the man when she was out there in NXT, before she even became, steampunk Becky. So at times, and I get it's very much more passe. It's very much more McMahon-y. I'll say that of that's a thing, but I feel you can't exactly like blame the talent for getting burned with that, but also at the same time you can overcome it. Example, Sheamus has been there, has gone past it, and I think has almost reverted back to it. Finn never fully went to that and I think even when I watched a clip of it today with the missus, with him on Seth's podcast, to where he was talking about the Finn name and then how it's birthed in, Irish lore and lineage and everything. And I think that's even a bit what made the match, the street fight last night with JD and Finn, cool. When you tie it into the connection, it works. But when you just do it because, well, you're Irish, so go be Irish. Yeah, that's a bit of a rough patch. But I'm still in commercial. Shiloh Hill was talking about Angels with Paxley and Leslie Rain next week or last week. There you go. Well, I know they had their bit of their interaction, but that man literally looked like the Mad Hatter walking out there. So could you ever do a not the Wyatt family, but very like the Wyatt family or anything? With that, could you, well, we already know how to do it. We'll just take Bray out of it and see if we can do it. Could WWE ever try and do that? I know how to make McDonald's fries. Do I just try and do it on my own? Kind of shit. Kyle, Nick, what if we got a mixed tag with Shiloh and Tatum versus Dom and Liv? Would that work? Be interested. I mean, that might be on a John Cena Classic show. That would be probably about the only time you'd see it. But if you were going to do the match, I could see it. John C. Nick, meaning, are you keeping up with who is passing the training and competition? I have not. I will admit I am a bad wrestling fan in that aspect of I haven't been able to keep up with all the in and outs of everything. I try my damnedest. I try my best. But no, I like my sleeps. Sometimes I do watch things that aren't wrestling, but no, I do try and I never just got into the whole LFG thing respectfully. I feel like it was like the tough enough reboot on the reboot on the reboot, and I just kind of figured, well, they've already got Evolve. I started to get into Evolve initially. They've already got NXT. They're eventually gonna, move on who they're gonna move on. So I don't know. It missed me in this. There's so much goddamn wrestling. It missed me in this landscape. So when did you want to? Yes, Dale. Everybody, trust me. The voice beyond made sure to let me know that choo-choo train coming down the track. And she wasn't even the focal point of the segment, which is interesting. And she's the champion, which is interesting. As we're back to Slow and Tristan just pot-shotting each other back and forth. This very much looks like step by step, because I'll say by the bell. Like these guys look like two jocks fighting over the jock and the nerd, fighting over who's going to get the girl, who's the starting quarterback. Going up top. Cooper, make sure you all hit that like button. We got 60 people here and only 39 likes. Absolutely. Well, let's see if I guess we had 60 people. Let's see if we can keep bumping all this way up to the triple digits again. The more you can do, the more you spread the good word out there. And again, hit that like, hit that subscribe. It's free. It costs you nothing, but it does help the channel tremendously. And especially at times when the algorithm gets weird, like likes matter more than this or anything. But the best way you can stay involved and make sure you don't miss a moment of all this wrestling action and talk is hit like, hit subscribe, hit that bell notification, and make sure you turn it to all. Sometimes they'll just do, based on what they think you should see. But if you hit all, you get all of us live and direct in full effect. Oh, Angels stops in the corner. Boot out. Paul, Tristan reminds me of Tyler Breeze type of person. Yes and no, not quite. No, because Tyler Breeze was more kick. Tyler Breeze would work with like the fashion police. Whoa, 1, 2, 2 count. I guess maybe you were going blonde hairish, but Tyler Breeze was more, well, even Fandango. That's why I'm always still Fandango beyond that is still always da 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 da. Oh, catches the boot onto the apron, sends Tristan sends. So road to 15K, absolutely. Road to 15K, road to 20K, 100K, 8K, 10K, 9K, whatever's there. We're going to do, who was the politician? And then we're going to go to Washington, and then we're going to go to Arkansas. Yeah.
And beyond.
Yeah.
Let's go. As Tristan Angels picks up a win over the kid in the breathe right strip.
Well, maybe he had some blackheads. Maybe he had some blackheads he wanted to treat.
Tristan did get a little bit of blood in the mouth as he was falling on.
Well, but how do you feel about this? I think this is. I hope you've enjoyed the view. Oh, Shiloh. So, you haven't been out there for Shiloh of I got friends of the other.
Bro, one of my favorite lines, at least of 2026 on this channel, is he is the personification of amphetamines. What? Yes. Nailed it. I thought that was clever as shit, but I like the idea of like sloppy jalopy Shiloh going up against prim and proper Hunter Hearst Angels here.
Well, I said he looks more like, if I can't remember exactly out of the Grizzly Young Vets, but the shorter one with the red hair, of if he was blonde, or it's a little bit like if Nathan Frazier just went to trunks and blonde hair.
Oh, look, they got pictures. He hacked them. He's hacked them. He's leaking his old pictures. The name's Lloyd Christmas.
Yeah, Shiloh's about to be in your DMs. It's so, what the fuck is this? It is so unique, but feels like it has tinges of everything else. Like, I threw it out there when you're on your pause. Could WWE ever do anything like the Wyatts? Because they have the recipe, but they just, even if they want to do it their own way, and then they're not hinged on certain talent.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. I think they gotta. You're gonna have to give us some time. And the rumor was, according to the experts out there, that WWE doesn't like spooky gimmicks. I mean, I guess, but I mean, the Undertaker did a thing for a while, but
what the? I need that image of this man with spectacles, like he's got a giant tarantula from Wild Wild West with a fucking flaming top hat,
the giant fucking spider
with a camo tie. Like, again, I stand by it. If amphetamines was a person, it's Shiloh Hill.
It's jokes. Wild Wild West.
Jim West, Desperado, Rough Rider. Yeah, that soundtrack slapped.
As we got a champions hangout. Strong first hour. I like the first hour for sure.
Miles Bourne is just doing his best, like Randy Orton voice now. I'll take care of it.
Right.
If he doesn't have a move that's called the Bourne Identity, what are we doing?
Right. Why have we not done that? So there you go, Tony. Everyone, all the champions give a nod to each other. Tatum's on her way out.
Oh,
the newlywed.
Evil will strike.
I like the fact that they changed his name, but his gimmick is still like Evil will strike. You're like, wait, what?
Even when he showed up, that's truly evil.
Right? Well, you can't call yourself evil, but you can keep the evil gimmick alive and well.
Yeah, but I guess his name in Japanese means hell. So, I mean, that's worse than evil.
Right? Like, it's too funny. Like, evil will strike.
Yeah, but I like that you have multiple options, multiple contenders. You just had Tony lose to Rook and Hendricks tonight. So now that's your challengers challenging your champion. Say that 5 times fast. And then Evil's still declaring war. So Tony's, taking it on from all sides.
Eyes in the back of the head. Eyes on the 6.
Right. Well, speaking of 6s, I'm going to go check my 6s. We're getting Lizzie Rain versus Tatum.
Lizzie and Tatum up next, folks. Title is on the line. Get in the chat. Let us know how you're feeling. We are on a commercial break. What is on your wrestling mind? Don't forget, we are back tomorrow. A 3-hour Dynamite extravaganza. We're looking forward to it, as always. Wednesday, the night of hope, that we're looking forward to. We're hoping it's a good one. And we will see what Tony Khan and company has for us tomorrow. Just was trying to quickly bring up. Oh, such a pain in my ass. I was going to bring up. What do we got? I want to see. Will Ospreay versus Shibata. Not sure why. That's crazy. Athena and the Triangle of Madness taking on Thunder Rosa, Mina, and the Brawling Birds. Another at least we're getting a lot of women onto the show. That's a plus. Double D's taking on TBA in a world title match. It's an eliminator match. Okay, interesting. Moxley versus Kyle O'Reilly. Another eliminator match. That's crazy. Ricochet, Don Callis, and the Don Callis family taking on Chris Jericho and the Young Bucks. 6-man match, of course. FTR versus the Conglomerations. I don't know why. Mark Briscoe taking on Ciampa. That should be amazing. Anything goes, no DQ. That's insane. Should make that the main event of Collision. Give people a reason to stick around. Darby Allin on his Fight Every Day tour, taking on Mike Bailey. So that is Dynamite tomorrow. Should be interesting. We'll see how it turns out. But we will be here live. We're back on Thursday at 8:45 for Impact Friday SmackDown. Saturday this week, we have, what do we got this weekend? Saturday main event. Sunday, Double or Nothing. Or did I jump the gun? No, this Double or Nothing. The following weekend, we got AAA, and we go to Italy. We stay up real late one night, and we get up real early the next day. So Lots of wrestling coming your way. Be a friend, tell a friend. We want 15K. We want 20K. We want to grow this strong, healthy, viable wrestling land where not all the wrestling sucks. And it might suck, but we never do. I think I effectively killed most of the commercial. What in the Tim Curry from Rocky Horror Picture Show? That is jokes. Let's go. Although he's a spooky gimmick, I could see Leo Rush as AEW at this point. What she said as character in the interview. If it doesn't lead somewhere, Chris, it becomes silly. That's my thing with the Leo Rush. Is I like that he's trying something, but if you don't book it, if it's not, if it doesn't have purpose, then what's the point? You're just acting silly. Did you hear that Io Sky and Naruku got married? Yes, they did get married. So congrats to them. Yeah, back at it for another 3 hours. Let's go. Said that with apprehension. Still can't believe Cripple spoiled the boys' ending during an interview yesterday. Spoiled his own show's ending. Who? What? Kripke spoiled the boys' ending during the interview yesterday. I don't know. I'm missing. We don't even know why Leo Rush. Yeah, we don't know anything about it. It's just he's acting odd. So unless you cultivate it and explain it and kind of put it out there, then it's just all for naught. As we are back to the show, we're in the back watching the interview with OTM with Nico and Spears, the culling. What Evil said, it's going to flex my EO. All right. What's up, Misfits? What's up? Wife and then talk shit to Tony D. Let's go. Consummate that marriage and get me some gold. Swerve returns tomorrow as well. Very interesting. He's looking to go after Bandito. Izzy has returned. And it looks like the culling are struggling to get along. I wish y'all streamed Collision on Saturdays. It gets so boring when I have to watch alone. Oh, my guy. We will do more Collisions. It literally is just a scheduling thing. And I feel like AEW stopped caring about Collision to an extent. And I think a lot of fans out there aren't watching Collision. But a lot of Saturday night pay-per-views, Saturday night shows, we'll do our best to keep our eye on Collision. Just ask Tony to make it better. Make it great again. My theory was Leo Rush was acting crazy because he had a psychotic break after years of failed runs. Yeah. He's got Benjamin Buttons after retiring 4 times. What's up, Gray Raider? How you doing? Oh, okay, I got you. Dude, completely out of context, I was lost. Had an interview yesterday and told the interview how the show ends tomorrow, big death, everything. Oh, shoot. Okay. As a fan of the boys, that's very interesting. But yeah, out of contact. Kripke, I thought you misspelled Triple H. But yeah, we got Tatum Paxton coming out. I will put a poll up as who wins this ditty between Tatum and Lizzie. So the poll is up. O'Reilly has Mox's number. Is that continue tomorrow? Probably not. They'll probably piss it away. And realistically, this is in the story. Like there's the Death Riders want to fight the conglomeration, who also want to fight the Dogs, who the Dogs don't like the Death Riders, but sometimes they work together. And, the Young Bucks kind of hate all of them a little bit, but kind of, sort of. I don't know. It is just... I don't like any of this, and a Moxley-O'Reilly match does not appeal to me. This should be a very interesting match. Right. Some days. Got to balance. Tatum Paxley retains. I'm with you. I'd be a very big surprise if Lizzie gets the belt already. I think AEW cares more about Collision than they do Dynamite, in my opinion. It feels more like the wrestling show and it's more enjoyable. Is it because, is it almost like the opposite, Boston? Like, is it because they aren't trying so hard over there? Like, they're not putting as much story into it. It's just the series of matches for the most part, a little odds and sods, but not, maybe that's why they're like, oh, when you just let them go out and wrestle and the booker doesn't stick his nose in, things seem okay. But Dynamite, they overdo it, overcomplicate it, mess it up. Speaking of overcomplicated,
and overdo it and mess it up and sticking the nose in and all of that. Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah, but no, how we doing? I think wrestling fans are hardcore, true wrestling fans might appreciate Collision more than Dynamite, but I think AEW as a whole could give a fuck about Dynamite or of Collision. I think that's, I've said it for a hot minute. I think that's going to be the first thing that gets chopped off, much like Rampage, much like Dark. That's the next limb to get lost.
The next limb?
Yeah.
It's just a flesh wound, Nick. That's what you need. Someone needs to do the Black Knight with the missing limbs, and each one of them be a show for AEW. But yeah, I mean, it's interesting because Collision came in with fanfare. They were excited. It was going to be Punk's thing. And it just dissipated. I mean, like you said, just like Rampage.
Well, now when it gets moved around, it gets moved here, it gets moved there, it gets circumvented so much that it's hard to fucking keep track of. It's the shell game a little bit. Right. Like there'll be times of, is it a 3 hours? Is it on a Thursday? Is it on a fucking Wednesday? Is it on a Friday? Is it on a Tuesday? Right. When is it?
Yeah. And then again, I mean, it's so funny because a lot of the people that defended the Thursday decision was like, well, what do you want them to do? And then the 3 weeks in the month, they go Wednesdays. Yeah, do that.
Right. Gray Rider, what up? Spaz with a $5. You see the Aussie Fed that has Riddle, Cross, Dijak, Ash, and Good Brothers as their current champions. Are we licking a split from NXT Australia?
Bro, it's a not bad shout. Let's go.
I don't think so. I think that's more of, hey, let me just get these couple shows that pop off, and I'll pay through the nose for this talent here, but my weekly, monthly, regular shit isn't going to be that. That's a spectacular.
No. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, but they put belts on them, and I mean, Buddy Murphy. I think it's real interesting that you see these athletes go missing from AEW and then reappear elsewhere. Like, don't you want that big pop? That holy shit, there's Buddy? Like this.
There's no way, man.
This small-time indie Australian wrestling company is getting all types of click and all types of buzz because of Buddy Murphy and the Good Brothers. Like, Spats pointed out, I think if I was Tony, I'd want some of this, this kind of moment for me.
Well, everything's great. Everything's amazing. Everything's fantastic. The whole locker room's great. Lizzie with a big boot through the ropes.
Yeah.
I like that. So we've gone straight, though, with Lizzie from she's taking on Nikita Lyons. She kind of had the tag match last week to instantly she's out there with Tatum. Like, that's a quick hop, step, and a jump evolution. Not saying it's bad.
I said before you came back, I'd be surprised if Lizzie wins here, but I wouldn't rule it out.
Touche. It'd be a shakeup. Does NXT, now that they've had their shakeup, need to find a bit of their sedimentary of their solidarity with some of this stuff before they start shaking it up again?
Yeah, I do think they're gonna kind of come in, bring, now we got to establish we're here. We're excited that you're all here. Welcome to the new semester. Now go. Now we got to get into some of these, these stories, these angles. What are we doing? What's in the syllabus? What's next?
We're just using all the vocabulary words out there. Syllabus.
Right? Said wrestling fans don't know shit.
No, see, this is how we know, because we're AEW fans, true and true, because we're smarter than you. Right. We're better than you. Because I've never seen a wrestling fan base that plays the victim and the superiority complex at the same time.
The same time.
Bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see how it works out.
I mean, I've been around for a minute now, and I have not. It's the projecting of insecurities is the craziest shit. Of just like, I'm going to tell you all the things that I know I'm doing, but I'm going to say that you're doing them. Like, holy shit! We weren't even talking about that, bro. Is half the problem all the time of like, how did we land there?
Well, I've started to just start telling people. So you just went from like well, if the Pythagorean theorem is blue,
I saw that,
and the square of the hypotenuse is caret, then it's got to be John Montaigne. Like what the fuck did you even just try to say to me and pass that off as words or a sensible argument?
So you're dumb. You just don't get it. No, you're not saying the same things. You're not speaking the same language.
It's when you corner them into actually having to have a discussion. And that's why, again, I appreciate and love of all the pushback that we get of even, everybody that's here every night, everybody that's new of push back. Trust me, because 100% we'll push back on each other and scream and yell at each other of have the actual discussion of what's, really kind of the consensus feel versus no, if you don't like this, you're dumb and you don't get it. But why are you picking on me for saying you're dumb and you don't get it?
Yeah, man. Pretend you're the goat with the hillbilly at the edge of the cliff. Push back. Let's go. Nick, AJ dropped me, picked me up. Pause. It's a funny thing, bro. We get like you're there. You get extra time. Let's go.
No, that's why I got it.
Yeah.
I seen it.
No, I mean, I don't even know where we're going with this anymore.
It's to me, it's one of those that so much of the is it going to be this weird that's going to sound like a weird argument because there's so many quote unquote WWE fans that the toxic ones get kind of washed out and don't become so much of the focal point. Mm-hmm. Not saying that any fan base doesn't have idiots in it, but when it's AW and it's a smaller fan base and a much more vocal fan base in certain avenues, that becomes much more of red flag waving, two flags waving, a drop in my pants,
everything flying. Yard sale at Nick's house, but that's I mean, again, I just. It just feels like there's more, like too many people are saying the same thing for the fan base to not realize, oh shit, maybe it's us at some point of, it's just not everyone in the world can be wrong. They've even turned on their own. And I think that's why the sickos numbers have dwindled and they're getting smaller and smaller. And this idea, well, we got the best wrestling show, but if no one's watching it, it don't fucking matter.
Blissful ignorance.
A little bit, but no, it's not. It's blissful to not like. I get what you're saying about the ignorance, but they know it's right there, but they choose ignorance
because I stand 10 toes down. But
crazy.
Speaking of standing 10 toes down, we got both women just throwing elbows as I see
bows.
The conversation's overshadowing the match. Shouldn't we save it for a Tuesday?
Listen,
boss, the joke was funny the first 17 times you said it. The 18th and the 19th ain't hating the same.
But big clap on both, back and forth. You always know when it's the match's job to make us stop.
Well, it's also, but is it a bit of that we expect that Tatum's gonna win this of as much as Lizzie Rain is over? Mm-hmm. Like you don't expect complete fast track.
Yeah,
unless Tatum's moving on up.
It'd be save this, and then we'll insert a few moments later.
Yeah, and clip that so there we can do it for the edit later. There,
right? Kick to the belly. Oh, nice. I just want to see her perform. I want to see how she hangs, and she's hanging just fine.
Well, that's the thing is, we're on match 3 for Lizzie Rain, and she's out here competing for a title.
Oh, the chat. Shut you guys are great. Cleveland Cavaliers or Knicks. Ugh.
Knicks.
That's like
hi.
It's like a kick in the balls or a poke in the eye.
What did you just say?
So I'm like, that's like a kick in the balls or a poke in the eye. What do you want? Shit.
Oh, for crying out loud! So then, what? You a Wemby fan? You taking the West Coast? You going OKC?
Yeah, maybe, because I don't like either of these two teams at all. Knicks. I'll go Knicks. Fuck the Cavaliers.
I just officially met coworker status there of like, we've been doing this for how long? And you're like, I guess I'll take the Knicks. Like, you work with a Nick.
All right, I'll take Nick. I'm with you.
Fucking coworker ass.
I definitely couldn't take Cavaliers, so we're good.
This man just showed up at the company meeting, called me Mark. Oh, that
not bad.
The face was filthy.
Let's go. Callie watching intently. Cemetery Drive blocked. Izzy
headbutt.
Do you call it the headbanger?
You should.
I wish her music, she came out to like pour some sugar on me. Pour some sugar.
Now you're going too much into your fantasies. You're saying the quiet part out loud.
It's a good jam for her vibe.
Well, Iron Maiden. Her uncle was in Iron Maiden. Come out from an Iron Maiden song.
Right. As Izzy kind of powers up, but gets hit with a mean European.
And Lizzie. Oh, roll through 1, 2. Oh. Been a hell of a match, though. Like, again, Lizzie hitting the ground running. We're 3 matches deep, and
nice.
This has been a fantastic bridge through.
Nice counter. That was wicked. All right, this is a good match.
1, 2, 3. Best match of the night so far.
That was good.
For sure, best match of the night. And Tatum Paxley retains and is still your NXT Women's North American Champion.
Yeah, and that's the type of loss. Sorry, Nick. But that's the type of loss that, you don't mind Lizzie coming in, having a good performance, taking an L against the champ. Like, the champ needs good challengers. You want to be invested in what she's doing. And Lizzie gave her a battle. Now we'll see where it goes. But, yeah, I like the match. I do. I like that.
You get dropped in your third fights versus Conor McGregor, and you still kind of hold your ground a little bit, all due respect. Yeah. You kind of almost win coming out of that, even if you take an L, because you've shown you can hold your ground with that.
For sure.
And then the sign of respect, the shine of respect of shaking hands and kissing babies. What is with the weird dude in the front? Oh,
Zarya!
Brock Lesnar did it better with the fucking jump attack and the F5s. Brock Lesnar did it better.
F4s, bro. F4s.
3.5, if we're being honest.
Come on. We were hyping up Zarya. F4s for sure. Big bills. As Zarya looks like $1,005,000. And that is a serious problem for Tatum Paxley in her title.
Oh, you might as well start kissing it goodbye, but it's interesting. So Ren's in the world title picture, but Zarya's in your mid-card title picture.
Well, Zarya is where I expected her to be as far as Zarya going after the the belt that kind of started all this. She's in that storyline kind of tied to Tatum in that particular belt. So I get why they would continue that chase. Ren being a support player, I mean, I don't know if that's a fair comparable, but again, Ren getting over on the fact that Ren's got big personality and wrestling ability, and I don't even like her, so that's crazy.
Fair enough. It's so crazy because I mentioned Kendall, not Ren, but Ren's out here with Kendall.
I thought you said Ren. I was like, Kendall should be, but Kendall makes sense. Kendall's on a fast track right now.
Is Kendall Ivory? Ebony and Ivory, is she kind of that Ivory kind of vibe as a wrestler? Is she, just I'm the pure wrestler kind of vibe?
Yeah, I mean, in that way, for sure, I could see that comparable. Keanu Carver coming out.
This man about to just smash. Well, I got asked it while you were on your pause. Have you kept up with LFG? Have you been in LFG or? True and true.
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, in and out as of late, I would say I'm behind if you were to press me, but I kind of like what they did in the first couple seasons. I haven't watched it with KO yet, but I'm hearing things. I mean, a good little interesting platform, kind of make it interesting. I was surprised that people kind of stay on season to season. Like, you didn't win, but we'll see you next season because you might win next year. It's that is an interesting dynamic. But I mean, it is kind of paying some dividends in who's coming out of it.
Yeah, but it feels like the developmental of the developmental and Serena Deeb. That's who
Not
else I
really.
was trying to think of with comparing about. Sorry.
It's if you took the best of your developmental or a side shoot of your developmental and put them in a little competition to see if they can.
Tyra May still won it and still got fired before she. Really
But that's I think specific to her because Shiloh's doing good.
But did he win it? I don't think he won it. I think he was just there.
Jasper Troy won it. He's doing so. He's the speed champion right now, but he's being used. We saw Cam. He's now entering into the program. So, I mean, I think there's been more success as far as potential. Yeah, Shiloh did win season 2. Thank you, MDB. Did not win season 1 as Jasper did. Yeah, I mean, I don't. It's not like another completely different league of kind of, I don't know how to really explain it, but at the end of the day, it's just kind of like you took some of your star performers in your developmental and gave them a little side platform just to see if you can get them over a little more. So it hasn't been bad. It's just kind of, it doesn't really impact anything.
It's existed. I mean, it's kind of a little bit like because you lost your marbles of you had to sit there. And like I said, I felt I had to duck and cover because a fucking tornado siren was going off with you excited for Wendy Chu out there. Yeah, but she wasn't even the focal point. She's the fucking champion.
Well, she's the Evolve champion, and the NXT business is happening. So I don't expect.
Yeah, but so someone who was on Evolve, that's not the
force her way in.
That spoke up.
We're just happy to
was shitting on dog walking on the
show. She don't go here. She's the champ somewhere else. She ain't gonna stick her nose in that. Nobody expected her to.
Yeah, but who stood up and argued wasn't someone who went there either.
No, but again, the champ's busy. She got things to do.
Yeah, she was right there.
So you really think that Wendy Chu should have stepped up in that moment? Like, I don't understand the issue here. I don't even know.
Yes, if you want to believe in as much as you believe of Wendy Chu, of her as the champion, she should ride or die for fucking Evolve instead of letting someone on the middle of an Evolve card.
This is not Evolve, bro. This is not she's not. She'll be here on Wednesday.
Standing on business for it.
She'll be here on Wednesday doing her thing. No stress. Again, I mean, that's what she's repping here. So the fact that she, again, just background with all the other ladies, but yeah, I didn't even think that was a possibility. I had no anticipation that Wendy Chu should get involved. Like, I didn't think that was going to happen. Yeah, I don't know.
I think the champion of your brand should defend your brand, but
she's not on this brand.
She's on Evolve.
She's not on this brand.
Evolve stepping up for Evolve versus NXT.
She's good. She's the champ. She's not going to fight underling. Why are you going to fight somebody who's not a champ?
Underling is Jada Parker? Is that what you just said? Did you just call Jada Parker an underling?
She's a mid-carder on this show, not the champ of this show. Champ to champ, bro.
No.
She got gold.
You're Jada Parker.
She got gold.
Parker card's been revoked.
She got gold.
And you just called her
an underling. She got gold? That's all I need to know. Does she got gold? Then I'm not getting up to fight her.
Teeth.
You fight an Evolve mid-carder because you are an NXT mid-carder.
Oh, you are gangbanging ultra for fucking Wendy Chu out there.
I'm just saying, she doesn't go here. Why would we expect her to do anything?
She used to go here, so now you want to act all brand new.
To be mad. Wendy's not even spooky anymore, and you're still gangbanging on her. But she's
I want her to get involved. I'm wanting her to be involved. You're like, it's beneath her.
It is. Champ fights champ. I'm not gonna fucking give it to Parker. Parker needs Natty to get away.
That it might be a slide on Jada Parker, but I still think Wendy Chu should have been the one to step up.
You're not. Why? If the champ had walked in, for sure. But it's a mid-card talent who can't win. She's lost 4 in a row. 3 in a row.
You have revoked all of your rights for ever cheering for Jada Parker.
I'm just calling it what I see,
you
man.
got no
She
Lash
don't go
Legend
here.
rights, no Jada Parker.
A mid Carter. I'm sorry.
So when she's out there misboxing, you better keep that hat on.
Where's Jada's gold? I never said I dislike Parker. I know that's what you're trying to spin. I love Parker. But again, the champion fucking getting involved in that. That's silly talk. Because then it's a lose-lose because Jada has to beat her.
So
Jada
Evolve
can't
is on
take it
par
out.
with NXT. Evolve is on par with NXT. So you should have Wendy Chu versus Lola Vice.
What? Yes.
You said champ's got to get involved, so then be champ v champ.
I wouldn't. Could you set up your Evolve champ to fail? Why would you book that?
How do you set
Nick
him up?
Doesn't watch Evolve. Well, yeah.
Daniel Gray was out there getting involved as Evolve champ, and no one batted an eye about
against champions. She was in the championship picture.
Against challengers.
She's in
she
the
still
top
hasn't
of the
been
card.
NXT champion. So what are you talking
was at
about?
the top of the card. It's got to be equal because what happens is Chu's a champ. Losing to Parker hurts Chu. Chu beating Parker kills Parker, who's lost 4 in a row. So you go fight the mid-card chick from Evolve and have a nice day.
Sacrifice Wendy Chu.
Good luck. Champ is here. Wait till she's NXT champ.
As we do have Tate Wilder taking on Keanu Carver.
Oh, yeah, Tate.
Yeah, this feels like, is this the Mortal Kombat tournament round 1 kind of vibe? Like, is this like Cole Carter or whatever his name is from the first Mortal Kombat movie?
Right, a little bit.
Like, Tate Wilder doesn't feel as involved in the debuts as Tristan Angels, as a Mason Rook, as a Ken Hendricks. Like, he felt like even in a litany of debuts, he's like a bit of an afterthought. Like, he's going to lose to Keanu and just get squashed here, I feel.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, yeah.
He's a little Dante Chen, I feel.
No, that's crazy talk.
So then where do you feel about him?
I've just gotten to know him. He came in with 9 other people. Like, I have no idea.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that he's number 9 out of the 9 other people that he came in with.
Maybe. But it's night 1, and he looks pretty good so far.
Eating that ring post recipes, Cole Carter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nick is blinded by the Chew. Blinded by the Chew. Dressed up like a douche. Rolling in the night.
What you Matt shirt about to say? I'm dressed up like a douche over there. Is that what I just heard? Is that what I just heard?
Everybody thinks that's what the lyric is. I don't know what to tell you.
I know, but Matt shirt out there just said, I'm dressed like a douche.
At least I'm helpful. I'll get you where you're going. Let me guide your way.
Navigation.
Right?
GPS.
I'll lead you to the treasure. One-eyed Willie. Anyway, moving on. Beach break is July 8th. Yes, it is. Clear Lake, Florida. A couple people were like, where the fuck is that? But I don't know either.
It is. And the Jose might be able to speak a bit better on this, but yeah. You like Tom Cruise, you like Thetans, you like all of that. That's, Clearwater, Florida. It is very much one of those, you got to hold an e-meter to make it in.
So there you go, folks. Beach break. July. At least it's, in July.
Well, and I know we haven't fully talked about it, but we've got, Tate Wilder getting worked over by Keanu here. So does Brock beat Oba in Italy and then Oba gets his win back in Saudi because everyone forgets that Night of Champions is happening between then and SummerSlam?
It's very possible. But why would you not try and carry it into SummerSlam? Like, I know Night of Champions, but again,
you do SummerSlam and you do of two minds.
The Saudis love Brock.
Do you have to have Gunther and Brock at SummerSlam, or do you let that ship sail and you just do, Oba and Brock?
Shit. Tate is gushing. I think he's bleeding for sure.
Yeah, all up on the cheek, all up on the eyes there. Cole Carter.
Carver, yeah. Carver. Oh, they're going stiff. He's got his eye closed.
But if Brock goes into a match in Minnesota and you think it might be his last match, is he going to get cheered? Is he your baby face?
For parts of it, for sure.
Right. So then you have him versus Gunther. You do
okay.
Well, you're doing carts before horses, and maybe when we get to another commercial, we can fully talk about this. But Sling Blade. Well, because I don't know what's next with Brock versus Oba. We had the mugging, we had the jumping last night. So does Brock win the next match, or does Oba go 2-0 on this and we just done and dusted it? That's already before we get anything out of this. That's the first question.
That's the big question. And the build to this, I kept waiting for Brock to have a moment. Now I know why Brock didn't get a moment beforehand. I do think there's a chance that Brock finds a way by hook or by crook to beat Oba. And some people are going to be like, oh my God, I can't believe
them. You destroyed Oba. Yeah. What are you doing, Uncle KJ? Why do you hate Oba?
Right. But I do think Oba finds a way to end up winning the war. He gets a comeback on the third one. It's actually Orlando. Thank you, Corey.
Fair enough.
But yeah, I think you have an opportunity. I mean, Brock handpicked Oba. Maybe.
Is it more interesting than the open challenge he was doing now? Is the loss to Brock, you're willing to sacrifice that if he turns around and gets the win back? I still don't think he gets the win back at SummerSlam. You do something else at SummerSlam. You have that match at Night of Champions in June or July, and that's your finish there. As that's your finish there. 1, 2, 3.
It is over in a hard-hitting match. It's a pretty good wrestling match. The kid gave it a good college try, but got pancaked.
Fatality. Finish him. Well, and now, so what do you do? Oh, as we instantly roll out of Tate Wilder, as we're going to get the tag team match play.
Another title on the line coming up, folks.
Well, this is where you're going to get your dark state of can they coexist?
Is it the end of a dark state here tonight? Dun, dun, dun.
In teaser, I thought you were about to go, it's the end of the world as we know it.
And I feel fine. Wait, what?
They literally, this Jackson Drake literally, as you were like, wait, what? He did the exact same.
Yeah. What?
I got him. Wait, what?
What?
Explain.
All right. So I like this. It's another LFG alum.
Is Swipe Right just like the pre-evolved for of the Gun Club? Like, I would rather take Austin and Colton Gunn in WWE and NXT than I would with Swipe Right, respectfully.
I mean, yeah, I think Austin and Colton are similar attitudes and vibes, but a little older. I mean, I'd like to see what these kids can do in the next 5. Like, they're young. They feel like pre-D-Generation X. Like, I feel like we're getting like the origin story back to their teen years. But they're kind of that vibe. I said it. They added their version of China last week. I think it's great. I think this works. I know people are going to sling mud at the poor girl, but at the end of the day, she fits this role perfectly, plays to her strengths, and they have something here. Like, we didn't expect them to win the tag titles, like when they first night up. But yeah.
Brad Baylor about to be your WWE World Champion. But as we are in commercial break, so we had teased about it, talked about it. We might have a little bit of a runway to fully talk about it more. Brock Lesnar shows up after retiring, still rips his pants, takes out Oba Femi on the open challenge. We had Brock retire. We've got paperwork for contracts. Pierce is saying, I filed retirement paperwork. Does Brock win? Does Oba win? Where do we go with any of this right now? Did we cut talent, KJ, to sign back Brock?
Yeah, most definitely, because his fake retirement was definitely taken off the books for the 3 weeks it existed.
The month.
Yeah, the month. People are stupid.
The checks didn't even roll out before he was off the books. Fuck is he talking about?
Yeah, like Brock's money's locked in, guys. And to be honest, if Nick's right, they're building towards Night of Champions, which does have a big old kind of. We know the Saudis love names. Like the Saudi cards are always more sizzle than steak for sure.
They love a sizzle.
What's that?
I just said they love a sizzle.
They love a good sizzle. Yeah, I think Brock fits the mold. And the good news for the WWE is Saudi will give Brock extra money to do it. So maybe that's why he came back. He was like, I'm done. And the Saudis were like, listen, do you want a golden cow? Like anything. Like what you name it, you will give it to you.
But now, how do you explain away Brock's kind of retirement? Which it's one of two things. Either they fully pivoted and just threw some more money at him, or Brock Lesnar is the greatest actor next to fucking Hemingway, and I have no idea. Go ahead.
Sorry, this is where I think wrestling fans are very interesting because, okay, so Brock retires, and we talk about, was it a pivot? Did they change their mind? Da 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 da. But one thing that we always seem to overlook lately is. And I'm not saying you specific, Nick. I mean, the larger world of maybe they actually sat down and said, listen, this kid's going to dust you every time you guys bump into each other. This kid's going to get over on you. And then he's going to beat you in the match. And you're going to be so flustered, you take your boots off and walk off. But a few weeks later, we're going to let it cool down. You're going to pop back up for revenge. We're going to build an arc. We're going to do this. Maybe it was just they wrote it this way.
Well, like I said, there is the potential that this was the intended game plan, which again, then Brock Lesnar is next to fucking DiCaprio, eat your heart out, Scorsese, because this man
that is a valid
out
argument.
there next level acting, which fine with it, cool with it. I still think you need to at least answer it, but also then you get back into the next double-edged sword of. So if Oba loses, is that a burial? Like, do you lose momentum? Oba's gone from red hot. Is he getting more lukewarm by the minute?
If anyone thinks that Oba Femi's getting lukewarm, that really shows you the microwave society that we live in and how,
that's how you heat a bitch up. That's lukewarm,
right? Everyone's got 2 weeks of shelf life, and then fans are like boring. It's crazy to even think about. But
the fuck is all of this that I just watched?
This looks like we're at a bad costume party.
No, this feels like I went to high school in the 90s, and this is the weird kid that says don't come to school on Tuesday.
This is such a weird hodgepodge of people. Oh, and then
why does Ariana Grace have whiteout on her eyebrows, on her eyelids?
Don't know. To match her husband's coat, I don't fucking get it.
But then you got, are they even officially married? But you got Lexus out here, save a horse, ride a fucking Pillman.
Hop along
Pillman out there.
Hop along Pillman out here. Yeah, what a weird, someone take a screenshot of that collective. If somebody wants to use something against WWE, you want to misrepresent, you show them that.
That is pro wrestling in 2026.
Shit. Yes. You got me.
This is why I don't watch.
Right?
So Showtime, Cam Hendricks out here getting interviewed.
Right?
Bro, he looks like he won that chain out of a fucking 25-cent.
Jokes, right? He bought it at the local convenience store and one of the spinning
Hurry
around.
Hurry up and buy.
Right? One of those impulse buys at the convenience store.
Yeah. Cubic zirconium out there fully.
I get I'll take this bag of chips, this pop, some zigzags, randomly a breathing apparatus, and I'll take the chain. 2 badly done t-shirts.
they've got SpongeBob like all methed out and everything on it.
Spoon Bob SquarePants.
Yeah, but so Mason. So we've already gone from these guys were in the main event and we saw that they were going to have this potential tension. To now we're paying off that tension within the same show.
Well, Rooker is out.
Well, and you have Showtime out there. Oh, we're eating good. He's out there and did the chicken wing, greasy fingers
right
out there.
Hello.
Now is that a fat insult because you're expecting that this man needs KFC, that he's out there greasy fingered? Fat shaming.
Yeah, sorry.
Hendrix was out there doing the lick the fingers, greasy chicken taunt and everything. So are we fat shaming?
Yes.
This is why hashtag not sponsored. Are we fat shaming? Yes. I'm gonna do you a favor, bro. No disrespect, and I love Ross from Cultaholic. Mason Rook looks like Ross Twiddell from Cultaholic. Fucking true as day out there, and I love he's the guy that got me into doing wrestling content, and this guy for sure like doppelganger.
That's jokes because I was just looking at it thinking he's like the dude from Shaun of the Dead.
Taking out Cam.
Was it
that in the turnbuckle and driver, like straight middle of your spine?
Yeah, right. As Rook,
call that a checkmate. Call if your last name's Rook, call that the fucking checkmate.
Checkmate. I like it. I mean, it's into the second turnbuckle. Next Tuesday, Lola versus Izzy.
When you're breaking your goddamn spine, it's a back breaker.
Yeah, I like it. Checkmate's a good show. So I know we interrupted the Brock stuff, but I saw this going around that this is just a page out of Vince McMahon's break Brock in case of emergency plan.
No.
But I don't feel like they're in an emergency scenario that people are trying to create. Like, Nick, at what point, like, for all these guys, the coaches and the Russos who are dying for WWE to shit the bed, I mean, they keep saying all this shit, but night in and night out, there's this crowd and they're popping multiple segments, multiple wrestlers. Like, it's like the guys that are sitting outside the party, standing there looking through the window going, I bet they're not having any fun.
I bet that drink tastes like shit.
Right,
they don't even like those appetizers.
Right.
No. Like that show alone was at least probably like a 7.5 before you even got to the Brock stuff. The Brock stuff is extremely interesting. How do you feel if it affects Oba? What's next for Brock? How does it feel with the retirement? I think it's a huge can of worms. I don't think it's they're relying on old talent. This is a story, and they caught us. We've been watching wrestling for 30 plus years. I love to get caught off guard. I love to be a mark for a moment and admit I'm a mark for a moment.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I don't get this idea. Like, it didn't feel like we weren't sitting around like, man, this show's so bad. We desperately need something. Oh my God, Brock, save the day. Like, that wasn't the vibe at all. Like you said, the show was going fine.
We had everything with Roman. We were sitting there debating. That's almost like the forgotten conversation out of all of this of tribal combat gets internounced. Those are two words that got molded together. But you have tribal combat get brought in, and you have Roman tying up Jacob and the Usos taking him out and all of that. You had already a good show. You had an unannounced street fight that stole the fucking show until Brock's out there can F5 and people.
Well, yeah, and this idea that they're floundering, the WWE's in so much. You can say you don't like it. That's allowed. You can say it's not your cup of tea. It's boring. It's too many ads. That's all allowed. But you can't deny, like, they don't feel like a company that's struggling.
No, well, I wouldn't say struggling. Well,
They're selling out
paychecks
everywhere.
and bonuses will tell you they aren't struggling. But
Yeah.
I would say more of the creative isn't struggling as much as people want to act like it's pitchforks and,
Yeah.
torches out there. I think that there still is a valid argument for a lot of the creative of, oh, I can't believe they brought back the Bloodline storyline. But most of the show that I'm captivated by is the Bloodline storyline. Oh
Right.
my God, they brought back Lesnar. But everyone in the fucking wrestling world's talking about them bringing back Brock Lesnar. Brock
Yeah.
Lesnar. I'm doing the fucking Paul
Right.
Heyman.
And
It's you can put your head in the sand for so long.
yeah. But you see, like, Seth comes out, the crowd goes nuts. Roman comes out, the crowd goes nuts. Braun Breaker, they're barking and booing and going nuts. Logan Paul grabs a mic, they go insane. Dom tries to talk, they boo him. Liv gets booed hard. Steph gets a huge pop. Who else is even on that show? Oba. The place goes unglued for Oroba. Then Brock comes out and the place loses its mind. Like, go back and watch that clip and tell me nobody gave a shit. It was bullshit.
Well, because it was a
Everyone hates it.
genuine surprise of nobody had that marqueed.
Right.
Nobody had that on their fucking, spreadsheet.
Mm-hmm. And I think this becomes the dilemma with the marks, Nick, is that when they become a mark, they don't realize it. And now they're criticized. Oh, this creative knows nothing. What is this creative even doing? Not realizing you're getting duped as you're criticizing what they're, they should have done this, they should have done that. You're in on it. They want you talking. You don't even, like, at no point can you turn around and go, oh shit, this is something they did. No.
This is how we resell the pre-match drink and everything. It's a rehabilitation center out there. Is right, the WFU out there for the IWC that very much gets hooked into they don't even know by the time that they're the problem that they're the problem. So this is how we rehab that philosophy.
Yeah, it's just funny. Like, did nobody stop and think like, oh shit, they actually Brock retired and then they fired people so they could throw.
Well, how many people were bitching about the open challenge of Obafemi are bitching about Brock Lesnar showing up and canceling essentially the open challenge?
Which it went perfect. You brought him in, he dusted Brock so bad that Brock took his boots off, and I believed it.
Right.
And then he dusts a couple guys. He made Otis look like a sack of potatoes, just chucking this guy wherever he wanted. Last week, he ran out of people. And wait, but there's more. There's always one more. And it was Brock fucking Lesnar. And I mean, at the end of the day, people got caught. And instead of going, shit, that was good, they got me, it's, oh, why would they do that? Rah, rah, rah. So fuck them. Fuck them.
Well, I won't do that, pause, but I do want to see how many people were a fan of, or like don't understand this, but we're also around for Mark Henry in the pink salmon suit.
Yeah, right. That's good shit.
Well, AJ Styles, he's even done the triple reverse, reverse option on retirement and everything like that.
Yeah. So every time you see someone in a pastel jacket, you're like, oh.
Oh, so does it mean I need to go away and come back in a pastel?
Right.
But I will be back soon.
Gary Lee, welcome. Hey, yo, how you doing? 99-cent chain. Facts, right? He shines it up real good, but it's plastic. Let's go. What's Brock Lesnar gonna do with all that money? I highly doubt it. Inquisition. Let's go with that. I don't know why that was as fun as it was. What Nick did is me when I watched Godfather in the theater. Oh. As Dark State on the way out. Dark State, let's go. Who you taking, folks? Are the party boys going to retain, or is Dark State going to get their shit together? Vanity Project. I don't even know what's happening up here. I missed some of it. Oba was doing Rodney Mack 5 minutes white boy challenge, and Goldberg ended it. just like Brock ended Oba's open challenge, just the way to move on to the next. I'm with you, Corey. I really do see it. And I don't know. I don't think it's biased for me to go, I see what this now is. And I think if they sat down and said Brock's going to be so bummed out about losing to Oba, he's going to take his boots off. And then at some point, Paul or Brock will say, Paul kind of said it. He's still retired, but he wants a piece of that guy. It's bothering Brock. Brock went home. Brock was sitting with Sable with his kids. And all he could think about was the fact that Oba beat him. And he couldn't go out like that. Not like that. Not like a chump. And he still might end up going out on his back. But not like that. That's the ego, the drive, the lion, the alpha that doesn't want to let go of the pride. But time comes for all of us. And I think to listen to everyone react to it, I don't think many have said like, oh shit, this is just what they did. And this is good. This was great. Now, where do they go with it? Can it continue to be good? The build to the WrestleMania match was great. The win by Oba was great. And the return of Brock Lesnar was outstanding. Like, I just think that for all the people that are nitpicking, it actually works.
I mean, a better way to come back on nitpicking, but yeah, I didn't fully expect you to, go out there waxing poetic of, he's the stepdad that, shows up and wants his kids back. But no, I think it's a really interesting way, and I think it's gotten everybody emotionally invested. Like, not everybody was truly sold on the open challenge. Now you have Brock come back. Instantly, whether you're worried that they're going to fuck up Oba or whether you're figuring out what they're going to do with Brock, but I think either way, you're mostly invested. Like, if they had that to clash, that might be the biggest match that anyone's going to be talking about. That's the most unpredictable match out of the three that we might have.
Yeah. I mean, again, Clash, you get Cody Gunther, you get Roman Jacob, you throw in Oba Brock. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing?
Oh, that show's stacked. That's again, that's an Italian dinner out there. You just keep getting course after course after course. Manja, manja, manja.
Did they announce Becky and Soul for Saturday night, or did they?
I think that's Saturday night main event for non-title.
That's right. Okay, fair.
Mm-hmm. They've so far only that's been announced for Clash is Tribal Combat and Gunther Cody.
Yeah.
Because there's an open contract that Oba has to sign versus Brock Lesnar.
Yes, that has not been made official yet, but still, look at those three matches right away. And again, I know there's people out there, it's this and it's that, and you criticize. Literally, Cody Gunther, Roman Jacob, and Oba Brock again, just on paper. There's nothing like that. Like, that's crazy talk.
They've managed to have 3 pay-per-views or 3 PLEs or 3 special events in 1 month. And I think Saturday main event's going to be more of their layup, just free throw than anything. Special. Or even NBC Backlash special. And Clash, like those two versus each other. Those are pretty solid to have all within 1 month of each other.
Monkey flip. And now, Sugar doing Sugar things. There he goes, catapult.
Right. See, this is again. I like the parts, and I on one hand like Dark State, but I almost wonder, like, do they need a shakeup or something?
Who?
Dark State.
Well, they're on the verge of a shakeup now, I think, because Dion and Sugar. Well, they're getting along in this minute, but we know that they've been teasing. So, unless they win the tag titles here and shock the world and. That look, they're bonding. Yeah, I don't trust them.
Well, then they go into you're not the leader. We're a team. We're
bros. I love you, bro. I got you, bro. Yeah, bonding.
Welcome to this bonding exercise known as Tuesday Night Heat.
Now, is it legitimate, folks? Is it legitimate? Has Sugar and Dion found a way to bury the hatchet and regain their titles, or is it just a little bit delayed?
Or is it hatchet in the back?
Yeah. Oof. Oba loses, Brock cheats. I agree. Third match, SummerSlam, Brock loses and retires in his hometown.
I don't. Chris, what up? And I think you had. Well, I see Gary. I thought you had somebody else up there, but I don't like Brock to where Brock versus Oba in Brock's hometown. Brock's gonna get cheered. So I don't want that. That's why I say you ended at Night of Champions. Then that's when you can maybe do Brock versus Gunther, and that. Yeah, Brock never retired.
Yes, he gets it. I mean, we're not.
They mentioned that they filed retirement papers.
Yes, right. They're getting his fucking 401k ready.
Yeah, they're halfway in and they're halfway out. I need an explanation about that part of it.
Yeah. I think I said it when you're on your break. I envisioned something like, Brock is retired. Brock went home. He was on the couch. He was out in Saskatoon shooting some shit down and having a good old time. But it just kept eating at him. It kept bothering him. How could he lose like that? It doesn't sit well with him. And that's why Brock's here. Brock isn't returning to wrestling, but he does want to whoop that man's ass.
Brock Lesnar is the type of guy and the type of beast that he could literally, even if he got done after laying out Oba Femi last night and just sat there and grabbed the mic and gone, I changed my mind. Yeah. And spiked the microphone. And that's all he fucking says. Yes. We all get it. It all makes sense now.
100%. That's it. Simple.
Brock Lesnar does Brock Lesnar things.
Facts. And that's why I thought he legit retired, because Brock Lesnar does Brock Lesnar things. So it really could have been, I said it the night of like, maybe Brock just didn't tell anybody. He went out there when the match was over. It was like, fuck these boots.
Or is Brock Lesnar the greatest actor that he pulled off all of that? If it was all kayfabe.
Well, maybe, listen, if they pre-planned it, which I imagine they did, the writing's on the wall there, but he says to Paul, hey, Paul, I'm going to take my boots off. And Paul was like, all right, we're going to do this. And Paul being Paul, they probably had tears in their eyes about something completely different.
2 Pauls knew and a Brock knew. And I think that's probably about all that knew.
Right. Like Paul hugs him and whispers in his ear of like, I miss your mother. And he's like whatever, right? They're like, Paul's the tricky fellow.
But even then,
sounds provocative.
Still, now, would you entertain the whole theory of, well, Brock was already gone and they just threw him an extra couple bucks out there to, do two more matches.
Right. 2 more matches. That's the interesting. Now we got all these questions. Right? It wasn't even cut and dry. We're like, okay.
I like how we've all decided when Brock is going to retire versus Brock's decided when he's going to retire.
Is one of the most talked about things in the wrestling world, period. And people can shit on that all they want.
I feel like they've done that with LeBron for like the past 4 seasons of like, you're going to retire, right?
Right. Yeah. Right? Brock's not the first athlete to be like, especially in wrestling. I retired. No, I don't. I retired.
Terry Punk, Ric Flair, Mick Foley would all like to have a conversation.
Leo Rush had retired 5 times. Nobody giving him shit.
We don't even know if that's actually Leo Rush wrestling anymore.
No, right? Hot tag. Lennox chucking VP around. I was too lazy to say Vanity Project. I'm not going to lie, folks.
Well, no, you're fine. I was trying to how do I make that? How do I spin off that? As Brett, they have to change some of these names because you got Ricky Smokes and Brad Baylor. Like, boy, howdy, if you aren't like a stone's throw away from a gimmick infringement, I don't know how.
Right. Let's go. KJ Nick, do you think Liv Morgan gets bad booking? No, she's the champ. Dude, stop it.
Well, no, you can't go from, she,
she's a star.
And she hasn't had a match since really Backlash or anything that she's instantly lost like this.
Right. Oh, no.
Instant or nothing.
Saquon. Nice. Hey. Slingshot roll up.
Oh, Sugars is great.
Yeah, he is. His little cheeky basement dropkick earlier was. What
that's
the fuck?
Just a dickhead butt. He just poked him in the eyes now.
Desperation, Nick. Desperation.
Desperado.
Oh, kick to the face. I love seeing like a legit tag match, man. Like with, oh, wait, a little bit of a hiccup.
Whoa.
Oh, Saquon slides out because Dion got the tag. Oh,
Blind
what is
tag?
this?
Sit down kind of powerbomb, crossbody.
Oh.
Legal man syndrome. Hey, I like that he rolled underneath the ref. He sat there and moved the ref out of his way.
Right. 2 count. This match is better than I expected it to be. And this is why I've been a fan of Dark State. Is
this solidifying that Dark State?
I don't know, because now they're kind of finding their groove.
That's what I'm saying. You're adding to the concrete. Oh, tag in after they were going for the doomsday.
And I mean, these young guys, I mean, they feel so young, but they are doing well.
Have I reached that age of oldness, of you look like you might be 30 or 13? I don't know.
Yeah, right?
Like Jackson Drake might be 20 or 47. I can't tell you.
Oh, look. There are 2 of them. I got it. They got their China, bro. Blind tag.
No, she's going home with me, bro.
Spine buster.
No, you're not the legal man. Elbow drop.
The elbow. Get it.
2 count.
God, let this. This is a good match.
Hey, but again, for everybody that WWE doesn't do good pro wrestling, so just tell me you're not watching and save me the fucking time of reading your long ass bullshit tweet and just say you don't watch WWE, because we've had good pro wrestling for a hot minute.
Inside cradle, you bastards.
Oh, rolls out. And your winner.
Fuckers.
Oh, what now? So this Dion Sugar? Is this going to be like Montez and Dawkins that we kind of seen tease last night?
Dion,
I told you quit fucking with them.
Yeah. Now, does this add to it? I would have won. I hit the spine buster. I went for the pin. 1, 2, 3. Look. But you blind tagged.
I wasn't the legal man, and now you had to do your
us, Sugar.
bullshit.
You fucked us, Sugar.
Whoa now. Diabetes.
Great match. Match of the night now. It outdid Tatum and Lizzie.
Fair.
Good matches, though. Now, like, I mean, when we talk about, Wednesdays.
What?
For sure. Dion, are they all going to turn on Sugar, make him the good guy?
Oh, yeah, they're all turning and looking.
Yeah, I feel like they're all looking in the direction.
Wait. Oh, they're all jumping Sugar.
Get off him. So Osiris and Cutler.
How I expected this. I thought we were going the other way. Wait.
They were staring so hard to the left, I figured they had to go to the right. But
now I'm almost wondering, are they going to jump him too?
No.
So Sugar's out. Hey, whoa. Sugar, how you get so fly?
Right? This is good now.
Sugar back to be solo. Hey, they're realizing. Let them parts go.
Spine buster. Good shit. They are done. Cutting loose weight. Great show. That's it. Holy shit, the show's over.
Oh.
Yo.
Fight back. Now they're going to kidnap him, and they're going to say, we can revitalize your career.
I hope I'm not wrong, but this is that moment. They're making Sugar here right now, guys. I know.
Oh, for sure.
Speaking of Sugar. All the snacks.
So fly.
All the snacks. Let's go.
He's just grabbing the headsets with the microphones. This is
Breaker 19. Breaker 19.
Houston, we have a problem. That's a hell of a way. Hey, you know what? I'll put it in the ledger. I'm a Dark State fan now. I very much am a bit more of a Sugar fan, but I'll admit I'm a Dark State fan. I'm with you.
Like, I want Sugar to, like, come out of this, and now he's the underdog against Dion, and Dion's got the heavies, and how does this play out?
Sugar Seth Rollins out here.
Yeah, and the Dark State still, for me, they maintain their chip, and Sugar went for the gold, and it cost them, and everyone turned on him. So, justifiable heels. A new star babyface might be born right here, right now in Sugar. So let's go.
Oh, and I know it's the tope. I'm the laws of wrestling guy didn't fucking catch on the he who looks at the one is going to turn on the one that they're not looking at vibe. But it felt like they were going with that they were going to excommunicate Dion much of it. And Dion would be the guy that could be a singles guy, all of that. Yeah. But I thought that's where they were going to go when you keep Cutler, Osiris, and Sugar as a group. And they kind of can figure their shit out a little bit more amongst that. So yeah, I really liked it. I really like SmackDown or SmackDown NXT. This is better than SmackDown.
Nick already spoiler alert, if you guys are tuning in on Friday, Nick loved it.
I loved it. I fucking know everything out there. Meltzer and SRS Sappy gave me the true sap. Yeah.
No matter what they do on Friday, Nick's already locked into. I loved it. Great show. I mean, when I looked up
10 stars. Yeah.
Yeah. When I looked up and it was 10 o'clock, I was like, shit, all right. 2 title matches, both good matches. Lizzie, our new 80s metalhead, she outstanding. I know she lost, but people just got to remember, go back to the old black and gold. Watch when you had guys like Ciampa come in and lose. I remember when Ciampa first got on the NXT scene, you were like, I'm not really sure how to feel about this guy. Then they kind of change and evolve and get their wins. So I'm not worried about Lizzie. I think that tonight's show was great. I thought a lot of energy, a lot of fun stuff. They're building new things. And Dark State and go Sugar.
And if you missed those memories about Ciampa losing, don't worry. You can tune in Wednesday and see lose and everything. Lose. But no, I think overall, I know. Give us your ratings out of 10, folks out there. I'm 7.5 of NXT was pretty solid. It had a lot of debuts. I still don't know how I fully feel. I might have to catch it on a replay and rewatch it of the first match. And then you had the segment later on that tied into the first match when you could have just done that at the end of the first match. So there's some of that wasn't on the fullest of up and ups. But again, we're introducing a lot of new faces. I'm a 7.5.
Yeah, I'm on the higher end. I'm 7.5. I could see going up to an 8, on the NXT scale of things. A really solid show. You're right about going back to the first match and kind of catching more of it, but it served its purpose. It's put us on notice that guys like Cam and Rook are here to do some damage. I like it. I like the energy. Flat finish. I will say it had a flat finish.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm at a 7, bordering on 8, 7.75.
Well, the end of the show was pretty solid. Honestly, it did gain a bit of momentum. It did gain a bit of steam. I know we had the whole clippable moment of who the fuck are these people out here when you had the birthright and they all looked like,
oh my God,
everybody that's not allowed into your high school's prom. Mm-hmm. But beyond that, the show kind of really took flight.
Yeah, it really did. Yeah, I mean, that's so funny that you get a screenshot of that collection of people with Shiloh there, and that's the moment where someone walks in the room and they're like, "What are you watching?" They're like, "Oh, I swear it's good."
Every stupid sexy Rhea pin is when the missus walks in.
It's the funny.
I swear to God, I'm just watching wrestling.
Stephanie's coming back for Liv. Yes, she is. Nick, you do not look 13. I can promise you that. Did you claim to look 13?
No, I didn't ever claim to be. I don't want to be. I don't. You do you in your own personal life, I guess. I don't know how we got there.
Right? You're getting us disqualified from fucking dodgeball tournaments.
Well, no. Well, at least I'll get us qualified for other type of Olympics tournaments. But
right. Yeah. Jokes. Great show. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Dun,
You don't need to know it's my joke of 7 out of 10 NXT.
I missed it.
8.5 out of 10. No, trust me, I'm telling you, you don't need to. 7 out of 10, 6.5, or no, sorry, renaming 8.5. Doppler radar. Storm is in your area.
It might be warning.
But overall, well, again, we mentioned this
Really
during the stream for everybody out there. Well, WWE doesn't have any actual good wrestling, so just tell me you don't watch the shows recently, and save me the time of reading your fucking diatribe, because
now
we've had good matches. We've had good match after good match after good match recently.
Well, I mean, does that go back to our thing about the projecting of you don't watch any wrestling, so you're going to accuse me of not watching any other wrestling, but other people do watch more than just one wrestling.
Yes, and then the second that you counter with here, and I have proof to document that I watch other wrestling, and all of a sudden they just don't respond. Or the best is when they block you. They'll say something snarky and then block you, so you can't respond.
You block. 8.5, 7, 7.5. Candyman into a mirror. We only went 4, right? Is it supposed to be 3 or 5? 5?
Well, I think it's 3, but we went 4, so in the happy medium.
There's like 90 fucking mirrors in this house. 6.5 out of 10. I'm fucked.
You live in a fun house?
If I go missing
one mirror and all of a sudden you're tall. You go through one mirror and you're skinny.
Right.
You go through another mirror and you're you're like a saxophone. Yeah.
Fucking Ozzy Osbourne in the fucking
I'm going through
not Ozzy Osbourne. I meant Ozzy Smith in The Simpsons.
Yeah.
Wrong Ozzy. All right. What else we got going on? We are back tomorrow. We got Dynamite.
I'm talking to the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his way.
All right. How else am I supposed to read the map and get around the house? But that's it. AEW tomorrow night, 3-hour extravaganza again. Speedball going to take on Darby and a whole lot of other shit that might not make too much sense. But it's going to be a good time because the wrestling might suck, but we never do.
It's the Double or Nothing Go Home show. So holy shit, they should pay off something here.
On paper, again, it's one of those things. On paper, looks outstanding. To an extent.
Does it? We'll talk about that tomorrow. We'll talk about that tomorrow.
But lots going on. That's it. Like, share, subscribe, be a part of the family, be a part of all the shows. Check out our socials. We're fun guys. If you want to hang out, DM us, click the buttons, say hello. Be a part of the group. We're growing. It's faster. We got more. We're coming.
Yes, we're like a toadstool. We're a fun guy out there, but our shit is real. Our shit is raw. Our shit is authentic. When you're talking about that recipe, you put about that for life with it.
Would you like butter on that, sir?
See you on the flip side. Good night. He's slick. He's not Rick. He's Big Nick. Yeah.